Hello, everyone. Very good evening, and welcome to the Financial Modeling Masterclass by IIM Skills. Hope you can see my screen and hear me loud and clear. Can I have a confirmation in the chat box, please? Okay, perfect. Perfect. Thank you, Anshul. Thank you, Netra. Thank you, Mrityunjay. Okay, maybe let's start with our quick introduction. So I'll go first. So my name is Varun and I head the finance department here at IIM Skills. I have more than, I would say, 7 years of experience working with the different investment banks, private equity firms, corporates, small businesses to large size corporations, helping them strategize their financial operations, working on their live transactions, including LBO, M&A, and related party transactions. So I have been doing this for a lot of years now, and by profession, I'm into this, and I just get a kick when I interact with like minds like you. And here I am to discuss about financial modeling with you. Also, I've authored 2 books on financial modeling, which are doing very great on Kindle. And this is my LinkedIn URL. If you wish to connect with me, feel free to drop me a hi and chat about anything related to finance and your careers. Maybe as a next step, if every one of you can just type 3 things in the chat box: your full name, which city you belong to, and what are you doing currently. If you are a sorry, if you are a student pursuing MBA or a working professional with X years of experience in the Y role. So a quick introduction, everyone in the chat box, please, so that we know each other better. Okay, perfect. Mrityunjay, Bangalore, CA finalist. Perfect. So Mrityunjay, I'm assuming you must have been done with your articleship. And do you have any working experience apart from articleship as well? Okay, perfect. Natra working as a senior credit analyst. Okay, Natra, in which city you are from? Bangalore. Oh, perfect. What about you? Achal, Karan, Minakshi, Piyush, Mumbai, worked as a data research analyst. Let me guess, was it SNP or some other company, Piyush? Morningstar. Okay. Okay. Worked. That means you are not working right now? Okay. Total work ex, Piyush and Natra, 2 years. Decent. Anchal, Punjab, working as financial analyst. Okay, Natra, that's great. Okay, Anchal, anything specific about your role as financial analyst? As in, what is the role? Are you into equity research, investment banking, valuation, or what is a specific domain that you are catering to, and what's your total work ex? What about you, Karan and Mohammed Sadiq? Collections. Okay, got it. Karan, Minakshi, Mohammed, Navdeep, Pranav. Give your intros, please. Okay, let's move forward. Okay, Minakshi, Delhi, working as an accounts executive. Perfect. Okay, now, since every one of us come from a diversified background, from different geography with different experiences, Let's first talk about the common thing that has gathered us here, financial modeling. So, what is your understanding of financial modeling? If you want to unmute yourself and speak, you have the rights. If you want to type it in the chat box, feel free to. What is your understanding of financial modeling? What is a financial model? That is a basic thing that we are going to start our master class with. So by the end of our class, we would have a decent understanding of what exactly is financial model modeling. Let's start. What is your understanding of these two terms, guys? What comes to your brain as the first thing when you hear financial modeling or financial model? Okay, Navdeep? Messenger, you want to go first? I'm sure you would have some understanding. That's why you're opting for this as your career choice. Yeah, Karan, please. Go ahead, Karan.
Financial modeling is a model in which we can forecast about the revenue and expenses.
Okay. Forecast PNL, that is revenue and expenses. That is a good answer. And we have another response, financial statement, past performance analysis. Okay. Forecasting about the financial statements. The three financial statements are PNL, balance sheet, and cash flow statement. The art. So I'll tell you, you have used a calculator in your mobile phone, in your hard device, as a hard device, a Casio calculator, something. What does that do? You give it a command, you give it an input, it processes that input and gives you an output. So this is a process. You give an input, it processes it and gives you an output. That is what your financial model will also do. Your financial model is supposed to be a calculator. You will program your financial model in such a way that it will have the ability to accommodate different types of variables, different types of inputs, process them through the formulas, through the algorithm that you will set in the financial model, and give a desired output. The output could be the financial statement projections, it could be the business valuation of the company, it could be the IRR, the returns. It could be understanding if one decision is going to give me better results or decision B is going to give me. So trade off between them. These type of outcomes are arrived through a financial model. And financial model is not only a financial product. It is used heavily by marketing teams. It is used heavily by strategy teams. It is used heavily by any type of business. It is not something that only a bank will use. It is not something that only a particular type of people would use. It is used across the industries and it is used by different sizes of business. So let me just give you some real life examples. So let's take any random things. Let's take one bank, one startup, one MNCs, multinationals, and one, let's take a investment firm. So four types of different businesses. Now, why will bank prepare a financial model? Bank is going to prepare a financial model to assess whether they should give loan to a particular company or not. What is the credit worthiness of that company? Whether they would be able to realize the returns or not. Whether the company is having enough projected profits or not. How is the company going to plan its business in the coming years? So these type of analysis would help bank in deciding whether they should give a sorry whether they should give loan to company A or company B, or it could be that bank is going for a recovery of a particular company. So let's say my company took a loan from bank and it's not able to pay it off. So bank is going to declare this company as bankrupt and they are analyzing if they sell the assets, what is the recovery that they can do. So that is also one reason banks would study financial models. Okay. Then let's say startup. So startup might be needing its own business plan. What are they going to do? I'm sure every one of you must have watched Shark Tank. So every time there is a Shark Tank episode, none of the pitches go without talking about the projections, talking about the financial numbers, talking about their operating metrics. What is going to be their path to profitability if they are not profitable right now? That is called break even point. When the business turns profitable, it's at that point where the business is going to turn profitable. It's called break even point. And startups have to raise funding. So they need to give a business plan to the potential investors and prove that they are going to serve the economy, they are going to make good money, and they'll help investor appreciate his or her wealth. So these type of objectives are fulfilled by a startup. Now MNCs are generally doing it for financial planning and analysis. So for an MNC, that is generally going to prepare budgets. They are going to evaluate whether they should expand into a particular geography or not, whether they should discontinue a particular product offering or not, whether they should expand or do a merger or acquisition or not. So these type of decision making is done through financial modeling for an MNC. Now, investment firms, they are going to understand if we are going to give a particular investment, what valuation we should aim for, what should be our terms and conditions that are called covenants. So if there should be a particular restriction, it could be encouraging that you have to maintain an EBITDA margin of 45%. You have to maintain a cash reserve of this. It could be negative that you cannot declare dividends, you cannot borrow any other loan. So these type of terms and conditions would be modeled. There can be certain earn out, there can be certain floor, certain ceilings of the values. All of this is captured through covenants, and this is something that investment firms prepare. So these are the different or a few of the use cases of a financial model. That is why a financial model is something that will be used by different types of businesses. Now let's say there is a marketing agency. It has nothing to do with finance. Its goal is to help businesses advertise. Its goal is to help businesses run campaigns to turn their cost into profit. But whenever there comes a budget, I will not call a marketing agency and say, "Hey, can you do marketing for AMSkills?" I need to have certain plan. I need to have a budget allocated for that. For understanding what would be the budget, I need to understand what would be the ROI of my investment. If I do any amount of investment or expenditure on marketing through Instagram, through any other channel. So these type of decision making, this type of evaluation is done through financial modeling. So let's say there is a warehouse. They are going to maintain a record of their inventories. Now they are more into operations. So they have to give a tally of the inventory. This will help the companies prepare budget of what amount they have to spend in acquiring the inventory in the next period. This will help them manage their cash balance, understand the cash flow. So these type of things originated from operations, but for financially will eventually lead to financial planning and analysis. So this is the web that financial modeling creates. And one very interesting thing, financial modelers are those few people of a company or outside the company who are aware about everything in the company because they know what the marketing is going to be. They know how the company is making operations, conducting that. They know about the salaries of the entire staff and their hiring plans. They know what is going to be the cost, who are going to be the vendors. So they are the ones who know everything. Every department knows something that they are confined to, but financial modelers are the most aware personalities of any business organization because they are trusted that ways. They are trusted to maintain the confidentiality of the data as well as come up with strategic insights of what we are going to do out of those numbers, because every number that is being reported, every effort that is being spent on understanding, on doing the financial analysis is for business growth. And if that is going to be the outcome, it is definitely going to be something that would be cherished or that would be rewarded that ways. Anyone knows how long does it take to create a financial model? Let's say I'm creating a financial model for next 5 years, wherein I have to do annual projections, and it's a simple three statement model. How long do you think it will take you to build this model? A 5 year financial projection model on an annual basis, a simple three statement, wherein you have IES, BS, and CFS. How long would you take? Everyone in the chat box, please. Any guesses? Random guesses? 2 years. It will take you 2 years to build a model. I'm asking the duration. How many days you will spend on building the model? Any random guesses? 1 hour or more. Use a financial model in 1 hour. You must be a genius then. It has to be a detailed model, not something that you can create quickly. 2 days, 1 week. Okay, Vishesh. Okay, Chirag. Financial model can be built within 3 to 4 hours, and it can span up to 3 to 4 weeks as well. It depends upon the depth of the financial model. So it would depend if you are preparing a financial model for a public company or a private company. It would depend upon how the data is available. Sometimes the data could be directly available in Excel format in a desired structure. Sometimes you will be given ledger statements and you have to convert that into financial model. You will have to map the accounts. You will have to create a structure of the financial statement. That might require a 4 or 5 hours of effort. It could be that you are given historical numbers on a monthly basis in different Excels for the last 5 years. So 12 months into 5 years, 60 different Excels. And let's say 60 IS, 60 BS, 60 CFS, 180 files. Then you have to be smart. You need to know AI to consolidate all of this into a single Excel. Otherwise, 180 Excels, if you combine, format, structure it, it will take you more than a week to do this. Only the base creation. But that's not how smart people would do. So financial modeling is not only about projections. You have to create a foundation as well. You need to first analyze the statements. You need to first calculate a few key ratios. You need to understand the profitability. You need to understand the turnover, asset utilization, coverage, all of this. For that, you need to know the concepts of the ratios and KPI analysis. Financial ratios more or less remain the same across industries, but the KPIs, they differ. For example, we were talking about the marketing agency example. We were discussing that they would understand what is the ROI that they get on the investment. That technically is called ROAS, return on ad spend. What is going to be the return if I spend one? If I am spending $10 and I'm getting an ROS of $100, then it would make sense because there would be other expenses. There could be a direct cost, indirect cost, and other things that would eat my amount. Because if I'm spending $10 and I'm getting a sale of $12, it might be a loss-making decision. So these type of analysis would be conducted in depth to understand. The companies might be interested in knowing whether they should buy a particular asset or lease out an asset. What would be the decision, better decision that should be taken based on the cost? If you are buying an asset, there would be a capital expenditure, but you will get the depreciation benefit that will help you save your taxes. If you lease it out, you will not be able to, you will not be spending a large amount, but that time you will be spending lease. So you need to understand which is going to be a larger cost, which is going to save you some taxes, what is going to be the IRR of the project. So all type of decisions would be taken through a financial model. Now I will take a pause. Any questions anyone has on any of the points that we have discussed now till now? All's well? Perfect. Now, what does it take to become a financial model? What are the skills that are required to become a financial modeler? I would say three skills. If you are good at these three skills, that is what you require to become a good financial modeler. One is understanding of MS Excel, because that is going to be the platform that you will use 99.99% of the time for building financial models, slash Google Sheets. but a lot of them are common. Okay. So for Excel, you need to understand what are the different formula. Excel is a very powerful tool, and many of us don't know the entire power of Excel. There can be a lot of things that can be automated in an Excel. There are a lot of shortcuts, there are a lot of formulas that you can build to do the things quicker and faster. That is what is going to be covered as a part of your curriculum. The second base that you will create would be accounting concepts and financial statements. You cannot build a financial model without understanding the accountancy, without understanding what impact a transaction would bring on the financial statements. If you are going to spend some money, whether it would be capitalized or expensed, it would have a different recording, different journal for that. So all these concepts would be covered. How are the three statements interlinked? What is going to be the concept of EPS? What is dilution? What is going to be options? How to include the treasury stock method? All of these concepts that are going to be very real life would be covered in the accounting concepts and financial statements. Then the third thing is understanding through analytical skills. When I say analytical skills, you need to understand how the deals happen. What is going to be the intent of an LBO? What is the incentive for a company to do an LBO model? Then only you will be able to create an LBO model. You need to know the concepts of LBO, M&A, 13-week cash flow model, valuation through DCF, NAV approach, and all of this stuff. In fact, the list is even longer. Private equity return model, that would be to understand the capital raise. You will also go through the GTM and GPC approach, that is the market approach, the relative valuation. So, and obviously the three statement models. So all of this would be the analytical skills that you need to build to actually apply your accounting concepts and Excel knowledge. And then you are ready to be a financial modeler. You are ready to enter into a world which does not only offer you jobs, but enough freelancing opportunities, project basis revenue, fee based revenue that you can make out. And the good thing is that your skill is not going to be restricted in a particular geography. This is going to be something that you will be able to cater the needs of a person sitting in America, the person sitting in Canada. They might be willing to outsource the business to you because you might do it in a bit cheaper or affordable rates than someone sitting in America. And that is going to increase your odds of earning more money. You earn in dollars, spend in INR. And this is going, the talent or the skill is going to be same. The Excel exists the same everywhere. The profit equation remains the same. It is revenue minus expense. The balance sheet is going to be prepared in the same way. All the logics, the deal structures, everything remains the same across the globe. And that is why this skill doesn't know how to stop at a particular geography. This is not restricted with boundaries of a particular nation. And you can register on the freelancing websites. You can apply for a job. You can start your own practice. You can do a lot with this skill. So that is why this skill is going to be one of the attractions and is one of the highly paying careers in the finance vertical. Now, with that being said, I'm going to introduce you to ARM skills. So we have been in this business or this growth journey of upskilling for more than a decade now. We have students more than 45,000. This is an old presentation. I'm sure it must have crossed even 50,000 now. And batches, like every month, there are enough batches that are graduating. So this count keeps on going up. And you are well versed with our online presence in terms of the media, in terms of Quora, in terms of Insta, because everyone is going to like what we offer because we offer it at a very affordable rate and lifetime. Now, we offer all of these courses. We are right now talking about financial modeling. Now, what is going to be the journey and how you can be a better financial model? So, as I mentioned, there are certain skills that you need to know. So, MS Excel would be covered. You will start working with the basic of Excel. What is exactly a ribbon? How to create a new file? Starting from there to how to create automations, how to write VBA codes, how to actually use Chat GPT in your Excel. Then talking about the accounting concepts and financial statements, understanding what exactly is an income statement, then talking about how to match the balance sheet, because that is going to be a problem when you are building the financial model for the first, second time. Then you will become pro, you will be able to identify the pattern. So all of the good things that we'll cover in the accounting concepts and financial statement. Then how to analyze, how to do the financial analysis, how to analyze the portfolio. If you are a portfolio manager, you need to understand if the company is giving you financial statements, it is meaningless without being analyzed. So how to make sense out of those numbers. This is what we call as the special modules. This is going to help you create a foundation for financial modeling. Then we will jump to the core modules. I would personally be taking all your classes of the core modules, wherein we will talk about the technicals of financial modeling, how to build a financial model from scratch, what exactly is going to be the structure of a financial model, how do we forecast the financial statements. We'll talk about different types of industries. We'll talk about different types of items, how to prepare a working capital schedule, debt schedule, different types of debt schedule, loan amortization schedule, equity, talking about the options, treasury stock, talking about the retained earning modeling, dividend modeling, and everything. Then we jump to the types of models, wherein we talk about LBO, we talk about the 13-week cash flow model, we talk about the private equity return model, M&A accretion dilution analysis, and the three statement model. Then in business valuation, how to do the valuation, why we do the valuation. We talk in depth about WACC, we talk about DCF, we talk about the terminal value, cost of equity, the different methods, the CAPM approach, the multi-factor model, the cost of equity calculation through dividend capitalization model, bond yield model, and everything. Then we also talk about the market approach, wherein we talk about GPC and GTM, public comparables, transaction comparables, all of this. Then in the new age tools, we talk about Python, we talk about Chat GPT, we talk about AI, how we can use these new age technologies to increase our productivity on floor, to how to make automations in our Excels. All of this would be covered during your 4 month financial modeling course. And this is not it. Once you are done with the training, this was only one part of the entire journey. You will be given assignments and case studies. You will have to build financial models from scratch. You will be building a public company model. You will be building a private company model. You will be building a valuation. All of this would be created by you. And there would be assignments to test your knowledge about financial modeling through Excel, through accounting, ratio, KPI. So all in all, two Excel assignments, one ratio KPI, two accounting, five assignments. Then you will have a case study before you jump to the core modules. Then you will have three case studies, for one for three statement modeling, LBO model, and working on the DCF model. You will always also have in class test. For example, I personally would be giving you 20-minute test in a class. I would asking you to solve this practically so that we are able to apply everything in the real time. And then once this is done, then you get certified. After that, the journey doesn't end. This will award you a AM skills certificate that is going to be recognized by Government of India. Then you have capstone projects, and the good thing starts now. So in terms of your capstone projects, you will get a chance to work with Bank of America. You will have a chance to work with BCG for a consulting project. You will have a chance to work with uh, New York Job CEO Council, and you will always have also have a chance to work with Standard Bank. Okay, so these are going to be the brands that you will get a chance to work with. Once you have done that, this will, so if I say this is your CV, you will add a new section of certification for the key skills that you will learn. You will add three case studies that you will build as your projects, as your life projects. Then you will have four sections for your capstone projects. This is again going to be live. You will work on it, you will get it verified or checked from your faculties, you will add it as your portfolio. Then after this, you will get an assured internship with us. You will have internship opportunities that will give you a work X as well. Then you will sit with the placement team. Placement team conducts sessions. They will help you build your CVs. You will be in direct touch with the placement officer who will guide you what to do, what not to do for applying on the jobs. They will help you optimize your LinkedIn profile. So all of this would be done. And then finally, you will go for the job interview and you will be getting placed as a financial modeling professional. All of these benefits, including the access to LMS, would be for lifetime. So if you are going to cover the concepts later, you can do it. you always have the lifetime access. So if I want to show you something on the screen really quick, just give me 1 second. I'll open my email and I'll just show you what happened today in our with our students, if that excites you. I'll not just go back a lot in the history. I'll just show you what all we did today for our students. So I'm sure you would be able to see the screen. So today only we aligned a face-to-face interview for this guy who has a interview aligned for tomorrow. This is going to be the JD that they have to go. We today only conducted another class at 10 a.m. because our placement officer conducted it for and helping people build CVs. This is what we have been doing it right away. So this is what has been happening on the floor and not something that is just to advertise. This is what we are offering to our students in reality in terms of our commitment towards their placement. I'll also show you one more thing in terms of our lifetime access. Just give me 1 second. So there was a girl who approached me yesterday that she wants to take a break. So we were like, okay, you can take a break and rejoin whenever you want to. So it was on a different email ID. Let me know once you can see the screen. So she approached that she would like to take a break. She joined our course, and because of her new baby coming into this world, she's going to take a break. And this is what we offered. We are ready to restart your course. We won't charge you. So we are happy to accommodate your request. If you want to restart the course after some time, you want to change your batch, nothing is going to be chargeable. We don't charge anything for the placement because that is something that you deserve because you are buying a package out of IAM Skills. You are going to be the student for life. You will have access to all the faculties for long. And if you just search on our LinkedIn also, you will see people getting real internship experiences, people getting actually placed. So that's what is happening on the ground. I'll take a pause. Any questions you have that you would like to discuss? So the next batch starts on 17th of August. And the course fee is 49,900 plus 18% GST. So Chinmay, if you don't mind sharing your contact details and your number here so that people can reach out to you. And if anyone wants to request a one-on-one counseling session with Mr. Chinmay, can just type yes in the chat box, and Chinmay will reach out to you personally to help you identify if this skill is for you, help you guide what would be the best career path for you. Okay, so Chinmay, if you can please make a note of Natra. Natra, can you share your personal number with Chinmay on one-on-one? Don't send it to everyone. Who else would like to request a call back or can make a note of Chinmay's number and reach out to him? Any other questions? Any other thing that you want to clarify about financial modeling as a profession, financial modeling as a career, as a skill? Anything that you have any confusion about this? Anything you want to talk about? So Vishesh has a question. There are many financial statements which are manipulated. Will we be able to identify it, get the actual background of the company? Vishesh, first of all, there is a auditing team that happens to do all of this for the past transactions, the past years, the past actual data. It is their responsibility to make sure that the financial statements adhere to the accounting principles, to the reporting standards are as genuine. But when we are talking about the future projections, there cannot be an auditing team because they don't have any real invoices to tally the numbers with. So what happens in the real life is there is a due diligence team. So whenever you are going to work on a live deal, the seller would say that, hey, my company is the best. I will be able to give you X IRR. I will be making a good amount of revenue all of the good things. But it, as a private equity analyst or as an investment firm, it is your duty to make sure that you analyze the numbers. You, that is called auditing of the model. It could be auditing the formulas, it could be auditing the concepts, it could be auditing whether the numbers make sense or not, whether they are in line with the market predictions. So all of that happens through due diligence. Maybe the company is saying that our credit period of the company is 10 days, but when we analyze their historical payments, it was 45 days. So that's a red flag. So all of this would be going to help understand how to read the financial statements, how to analyze the financial statements, and then eventually this comes under the category of due diligence for future and auditing for the past. Okay, now Chirag has a question. Will the course help me in my transition career in finance? Undoubtedly, it will help you. I'll give you the reasons for that. First of all, you will not only be getting the theoretical knowledge, you will be actually building the financial models with us. That is going to increase your skill set, increase your practical exposure. Then the learning doesn't stop after 4 months. You will get an opportunity to work with different brands for your capstone projects. You will get an opportunity to do an internship. All of this would only help you do the upskilling of your skill in practical sense, and you get certified every time you add a new credential, and these will be from different brands. So no amskills logo will be here after the certification course is done. And once you sit for your placements, or once you are actually applying for a job, irrespective of wherever you are applying for, your CV will speak for yourself. And you will always have confidence because you have done the projects by yourself. You will be able to say, hey, I built this. I know this is the data. You will not only be talking about the theory, you will actually be telling how you build the model. So that is going to help. The course is going to help you make a skill, and the skill is going to help make a transition in finance. Okay, Chirag? Now we have Mrityunjay. I have done my CA articleship in mid-sized firm, mainly in tax and audit. This won't be an issue. Mrityunjay, the experience matters. If you understand what you have done, because if you are from a CA background, you are actually having a good understanding of your accounting concept. Let me show you one more thing. So, Mrityunjay, this is a very similar profile to yours. So, she is a student that completed the course this month only. She's Siley More. So, right now the CA results came and she completed her CA as well. And again, she at that time she was a CA finalist and aspirant. And this is the model that she built. So it's not only going to be only about the three statements. She created a dashboard. She created a table of content, which is very fancy with entire details. And she created on 23rd July, not very old model. Then this is a summary that she has created. Then these are the three statements. Everything is sorted. And this is the model that I personally reviewed with her. So I know the numbers are making sense. The balance sheet is tallying. She has done all the analysis. The checks are there. Then these are the cash flow statement. Then this is the assumption set. She has created three scenarios. And she has attended my live financial modeling classes as well, which is again a package of it. Then she added the non-current asset calculation, working capital schedule, debt schedule, equity schedule, DC evaluation. In fact, she calculated beta by herself. So very similar profile to yours. And if she can do it, you can also do it. Correct? So that's the best answer. A practical answer. You can reach out to her on LinkedIn and talk to her. Okay. Any other question anyone has that I can help you with? Okay. Perfect. Then I'll keep it till here. I've done my graduation in BTech. Will this course be able to help me transition? Which is definitely. So as I mentioned, the course is not only to help you get a theoretical understanding. It's going to help you create a portfolio and a profile. So if you are able to commit a few hours of every week, we will make sure that your CV, your profile, your resume gets transitioned into a financial modeling professional. And the journey I've already told you, it is going to start with the theory, then practical, then understanding through case studies, then capstone projects, internship. By the time you sit for placement, you will have 5 different sections which will speak loudly about financial modeling, financial modeling, financial modeling. And that is where you will also get confidence because you will have built enough models that you will be able to actually talk about financial modeling and not only something that is going to be taught on YouTube or free books. You will actually have a working experience. So that is going to help you create a case for yourself. Okay, Vishesh? Perfect. And I've seen careers getting transition. That's why I'm so chilly right now that yes, you will be able to. If you are able to actually put efforts, you will. Perfect. Thank you. Thank you, Vishesh. Okay. So I think that's it then. If you have any queries, feel free to reach out to Mr. Chinmay. If you want to directly talk to me, feel free to ask Chinmay to schedule an appointment for a one-on-one session and we can talk anything related to finance. And I'll be happy to help you and contribute in your career growth. Thank you and thank you for your patience and understanding. Thank you and have a great evening. Bye bye.